Hey, you guys, Coach Liz here. All right. This week, I want to spend a few minutes talking about one of my favorite topics of health. It's about inflammation. Now, inflammation is such an important part of our health, and there's a lot that we can do to reduce it. First of all, in Element 20 in your life book, Dr. Anderson goes over what inflammation is, what causes it, why it's important to reduce it. So make sure you check out Element 20. You can learn a lot from this element. Now, let's just go into what is inflammation. Now, our body has an immune system that helps keep us healthy. It's always on the guard for parasites, viruses, bacteria. It is what repairs itself when we get injured, we get a cut, we get a bruise. It is keeping us alive and healthy. So thank you for our immune system. But there are things that we can do to help it out because there is inflammation that is good and helps you get better and repair when you have an injury, but there's also bad inflammation. That's when our body is out of balance, our blood sugar's off, and our body is overworked and it is producing a lot of inflammation, which can cause pain and discomfort. So there are some things that we can help our body out. And the three areas that Dr. Anderson talks about are things that we can do for ourselves. The first thing is our environment. Be aware of your environment. Things that have fumes and chemicals like cleaners, candle warmers, sprays, perfumes, lotions, shampoos, deodorant, those are all things that can cause inflammation. So when possible, maybe swap it out for something more organic, but also reducing things that are causing a lot of chemicals that you're breathing in or putting on your body. So if you have a job that maybe you are a cleaner or a hairdresser and your hands are in chemicals or you're breathing that, make sure you're taking the precautions that you can, wearing gloves, wearing a mask, having good ventilation. Those are all important. Those can help reduce inflammation. The second thing is stress. Your environment, not managing your stress can cause inflammation. So be aware of that. Those are things that are going on inside of you by holding on to stress, not talking about it, not getting enough sleep. Those high five habits that are really affecting your health. So learning to manage your stress, also getting enough sleep. Lack of sleep can cause inflammation. So exercise, sleep, mindfulness, those are all important. Also, hydration, making sure you're drinking water. That helps to flush out toxins from your body. So make sure you practice drinking your water, and especially first thing in the morning. It kind of just flushes all those out. Your body spent all night the night before detoxing, and make sure that you're giving your body some good clean water. You don't always have to have it flavored. So getting in the habit of drinking water. All right, the last one that I want to talk about is the nutrition, what you're putting in your body for food. That can make a big difference with inflammation. So the one thing that I love about our Optavia programs, our lean and green meals, is it's teaching you the foods that you should eat most often. Those are foods that are going to help reduce inflammation, low inflammatory foods. So your lean and green meals, that's not just for weight loss. Those are things that are going to help you forever. You're also learning the vegetables that are anti-inflammatory vegetables. Those dark leafy green vegetables are really going to help with inflammation. But also oils. So making sure that you're using like an olive oil, that's an anti-inflammatory oil instead of an omega-6 oil. Things that are fried are usually an omega-6 oil. So avoiding fried foods that can cause inflammation. Also, sugar spikes your inflammation. So make sure that you're limiting sugar. And when you do eat sugar, making sure that you eat it at the end of a meal when you have already had fiber and protein in your stomach. That will help to control the blood sugar to reduce inflammation. Also, high sugar dairy foods cause inflammation. Ice cream, unfortunately. So choosing for a healthier option like a frozen yogurt sometimes will cause less inflammation. But there are things that can really make a big difference. So also, grains can cause inflammation, white flour, white rice, those kind of things. So as we learn to balance our blood sugar, and not to say those things have to be off limits totally, but learning to eat them in the right order and in the right portions can help keep our blood sugar more balanced, which will help keep that inflammation at bay. So there are so many things that we could go over, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview of a few things that can make a difference with your inflammation. So check out Element 20 in your life book and just know that your immune system and the inflammation environment in your body can make a huge difference, not just in how you feel every day, but in the long term, because inflammation is what causes disease. It breeds disease, even cancer. So looking for ways that you can keep your body more into balance, lower inflammation will not just help you right now, but for many years to come. All right, have a good day.